Hello everyone, I am Dr. Swati Gupta and today I am going to explain stock performance metrics. Stock performance metrics are important for investors to analyze a stock's risk, return and overall market behavior. In this category, I will explain four main metrics. First, beta. Beta is a financial metric that measures a stock's volatility relative to the overall market. It helps investors to understand the risk related with the stock. It indicates how much a stock's price is expected to move compared to the market. If beta is more than 1, the stock is more volatile than the market. Suppose if beta is 1.5, the market rises by 10%, the stock may rises by 15% or drop by 15% in case of the market falls by 10%. In this, risk level is high. If beta is less than 1, the stock is less volatile than the market. It means it fluctuates less in response to the market movements. Suppose if beta is 0.5 and the market rises by 10%, the stock may rises by only 5%. In this, risk level is low. If beta is equal to 1, the stock moves in the line with the market. If the market rises by 10%, the stock also rises by 10%. In this, risk level is moderate. In case beta is negative, the stock moves in the opposite direction of the market. Gold stocks generally have negative beta. It rises when the market falls and falls in case of market rises. It can be used as a hedge to balance the risk. Now, why is beta important to the stock market? Beta can guide investors for investment decisions based on risk tolerance and portfolio strategy. In this first risk assessment, beta is primarily used to assess a stock's risk level. Investors used it to determine whether a stock is suitable for their risk tolerance as it measures how much a stock moves relative to the market. High beta, if beta is more than 1, indicates more risk since the stock moves more than the market. While it can lead to higher gains, it also increases the risk for bigger losses. Low beta, beta is less than 1, it indicates lower risk because the stock is less affected by market fluctuations. These stocks are generally more stable. Portfolio diversification. Beta helps investors to balance their portfolio by mixing high beta and low beta stocks. Because a mix of high beta and low beta stocks can create a more stable portfolio. During bullish market, high beta stocks can provide higher gains, while during bearish market, low beta stock can reduce losses and stabilize returns. Investment strategy. Different investors have different risk tolerance capacity and beta helps them to choose stocks that align with their investment goals. Aggressive investors prefer high beta stocks because they move more than the market. They expect higher returns but must be prepared for higher losses also. While conservative investors prefer low beta stocks for stability. It is suitable for long term and for defensive investing. Thus, beta is an essential tool for understanding stock volatility. In stock performance metrics, second is 52-week high and low. The 52-week high and low shows the highest and lowest stock price recorded in the 52 weeks. The 52-week high is the highest price a stock reached in the past year and it may indicate strong momentum or be overpriced. The 52-week low is the lowest price a stock fell in the past year and it might indicate weakness. If the price goes above the 52-week high, it could signal an uptrend or bullish market, while if the price falls below the 52-week low, it may indicate a downtrend or bearish market. For example, if a stock's 52-week high is 1000 rupee and 52-week low is 500 rupee, it means the stock has traded between rupee 500 and 1000 over the past year. These numbers help investors to understand how much the stock price has moved over time. Third, dividend yield. It measures the return an investor earns from dividends relative to the stock price. It shows how much return an investor gets from dividends compared to the stock price. It is expressed as a percentage. Formula for dividend yield. Dividend yield is equal to annual dividend per share divided by current stock price multiplied by 100. For example, if a company pays an annual dividend of rupee 5 per share and the stock price is 100 rupee, then dividend yield is 5 divided by 100 and multiplied by 100 is equal to 5%. Higher dividend yield is attractive for income focused investors, while lower yield may indicate growth focused companies. These companies reinvest their profit for companies' growth rather than pay dividends. Thus, dividend yields help investors to evaluate income generating stocks. Fourth, volume. Volume is the total number of shares traded during a specific period, such as a day or a week. It helps investors to understand market activity and liquidity, how easily stocks can be bought or sold. High volume indicates strong investors' interest, better liquidity, and potential for big price movements. If 1 million shares of a stock are traded in a day, it shows high volume and strong market interest. While low volume shows weak market activity, lower liquidity, and difficulty in executing trades at desired price. Suppose if only 10,000 shares are traded, it shows low liquidity, making it harder to buy or sell the stocks. Volume spikes. A sudden increase in volume indicates important events like earning reports, news announcements, or market sentiments also. Concluding it, we can say these stock performance metrics help investors to analyze risk through beta, historical price movement through 52-week high and low, income potential through dividend yield, and market activity through volume. If investors understand these metrics, they can make better investment decisions based on their risk tolerance, income goals, and market outlook. Thank you.